What's up guys, this is Engineer Jack. So for today, we will solve a problem in soil mechanics. Consider the upward flow of water through a layer of sand in a tank, shown in the figure. For the sand, the following are given. Void ratio E is 0.52 and specific gravity of soil solids is 2.67. Now for this problem, we will calculate the total stress, pore water pressure, and effective stress at points A and point B. So yung gagawin natin guys is tawagin natin yung total stress is yung symbol is P sub T. For pore water pressure, we will use P sub W. And for effective stress, we will use P sub E. So for our materials guys, we will determine first the unit weights. So we have a unit weight of water. And since this is saturated, we will call this is gamma sat. So our unit weight of water, that is constant value of 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter. Pero yung gamma sat natin, wala tayong value, so we need to calculate. So your gamma sat natin, we have a formula that is the specific gravity plus E, the void ratio over 1 plus E, unit multiplied by unit weight of water. So we have a value of the specific gravity, 2.67. 0.52 yung specific gravity. And yung unit weight of water, that is 9.81. So the value for the saturated unit weight is 20.588 kilonewton per cubic meter. So next, we will calculate now the total stresses at points A and point B. So unahin ko muna class yung at point A. So at point A, yung total stress natin is simply the summation of gamma H. So everything na nakapatong sa kanya na materyales. So yung una, we have water, which is unit weight of water, and yung height niya is 0.7 meters. Plus, we have the saturated unit weight, gamma sat. Ang height niya is 1 meter at point A. So, substitute the values. We have a value of the total stress at point A, that is 27.455 kilonewton per square meter. Or yung kilonewton per square meter, that is kilopascal. Next, we will determine the pore water pressure. But first, we will determine the hydraulic gradient. Ang hydraulic gradient natin is equal to the head all over the length of the soil. So yung basehan lang natin for the length of the soil, simply, kung ano yung flow of water, that is simply the parallel length of the soil. So in this case, since ang flow of water natin is going upward, yung length natin is 2 meters. And yung head natin is the difference between the water surface here and this piezometer, which is 1.5 meter. This is H. So we have 1.5 meter, the head of water, all over the length of the soil, that is 2 meters. So the hydraulic gradient is unitless, and that is 1.5 all over 2, that is 0.75. So kailangan natin to class pag-determine ng pore water pressure at point A. So before we calculate the pore water pressure at point A, since meron tayong upward seepage, kailangan natin i-calculate muna yung head at this point if we put a piezometer here at point A. So kailangan natin dito maglagay ng piezometer kung wala ditong piezometer. And we assume this is letter, let's say yung height dito is letter Z. Z at this, the difference between the elevation from the liquid at the piezometer and this water surface. So to calculate Z, simply gagamitin lang natin yung hydraulic gradient. Kasi yung hydraulic gradient natin is constant. So yung hydraulic gradient natin is also equals to Z all over yung length niya. Since we are calculating at point A, yung gagamitin natin na length at this time is 1 meter. So Z over 1 meter is equate natin 0.75. We can get the value for Z. That is 0.75 meters. So, yun. Pwede natin class kunin yung pore water pressure at point A. So, the pore water pressure is simply the total height of water or head at that point multiplied by unit weight of water. So, yung unit weight of water, yung height natin na i-multiply is yung Z natin plus yung 0.7 meters plus 1 meter at that point. So, we have 9.81. This is 0.75 plus 1.7. We have 9.81 multiplied by 2.45. So we have a pore water pressure at point A that is 24.0345 kilonewton per square meter, or that is kilopascal. So next, we will determine the effective stress at point A, that is simply the difference between the total pressure and the pore water pressure. So we have 27.455 minus 24.0345. So we have effective stress at point A that is 3.42 kilonewton per square meter, or that is kilopascal. So these are the answers for the total stress, pore water pressure, and effective stress at point A. So next, we will determine the total stress, pore water pressure, and effective stress at point B. So at point B, the total stress is simply the summation of the unit weights multiplied by the height at that point. So we have, at this point, the height of water is same pa rin na 0.7. And we have the gamma sat. And yung height niya at point B, that is 2 meters. So this is 9.81.7 plus 20.588 multiplied by 2. So we have a total stress at point B that is 48.04 kilonewton per square meter, or that is kilopascal. Next is the pore water pressure at point B. So at this point, the height of water is, i-add lang natin yung 1.5 meter, yung head, plus yung 0.7, plus yung 2 meters na height of the soil. So we have 9.81, and yung nasa loob, multiplied by 4.2 meters. So we have a pore water pressure at point B that is 41.202 kilonewton per square meter, or that is also kilopascal. And last requirement is the effective stress is the difference between the total pressure and the pore water pressure. So we have 48.04 minus 41.202. So we have the effective stress at point B. So we have effective stress at point B that is 6.84 kilonewton per square meter, or that is also kilopascal. So these are answers for determining the total stress, pore water pressure, and effective stress at point B. So yung kaibahan nito guys, compare sa hindi gumagalaw na flow of water through our soil, pag meron tayong upward seepage, mas less than or mas lesser yung value natin for effective stress. Pero kung yung downward naman yung flow of water natin, expect nyo na mas mataas yung value ng effective stress. Kasi isipin ninyo, meron tayong pressure na at a certain point in our soil, dagdagan pa natin yung movement of water. Kung downward pa yon, mas nag-help pa siya na magbigay ng pressure at a certain point. That's why, if we have a downward seepage, mas mataas yung values natin. So that's it guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Engineer Jack, and have a good day.